We hope you enjoyed Shenandoah Sunday in the South. Rob Hall with you, and I'm being joined by some extra special guests this morning. I'd like to welcome to the studio Miss Tabitha Briggs of the Person County Animal Services, where she serves as the shelter manager, and also Miss Kim Strickland of Person County Government. She is the public information officer. But our extra special guest is a little four-legged canine friend by the name of Cinnamon, who is 8 weeks old and just as sweet and lovable as can be. And she is up for adoption. But we'll talk a little bit about that right now. But the reason that Tabitha and Kim are with us here at the radio station this morning, we're very excited to share some information with our listeners. We've mentioned it several times on the air over the last week or so. But at the Roxborough Police Department, they now have a microchip scanning station to help return lost pets to their owners. Tell us a little bit about that, if you would, Tabitha.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me. Yes, back in the beginning of January, our department was very happy to install and present our new microchip scanning station. It is a station that allows the public to access the microchip scanner 24/7. This allows them to, if they found a lost pet, take the pet there, scan for a microchip. There are directions on that scanner to let them know exactly how to use the scanner, and also who to contact and how to look up the microchip information if there is a microchip. So hopefully that will get more pets back to their owners and have less pets having to come into the shelter.
Well, now, Tabitha, I understand that they are hoping for more pet scanner locations throughout the county.
Yes.
If someone that owns a business that would consider hosting a scanning micro scanner, I guess is a proper word to use, they could just contact you all at Person County Animal Services?
Yes, absolutely. They can give us a call, or they can email me and let me know that they would like to sponsor a spot. We are also accepting sponsors to purchase the supplies for more scanning stations. So whichever route anyone wants to go, we are happy to accept that. We would like to get, our minimum goal is 2 more scanners. We would definitely like to surpass that goal of 2 and try to get plenty out in the county, so they're widespread.
You need donations and also locations,
yes,
correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Now, as far as someone having their pet microchip that may not be, how does that process work?
Yeah, so pretty much any veterinarian can administer a microchip. Microchips are tiny little devices about the size of a grain of rice that's implanted under the skin. It's not painful. It's no worse than them having a vaccination. And that chip has an identification number specific to that pet, and that's what the scanners pick up. So when they're scanned, that information shows up on the scanner, and then they can contact the microchip company to find out who it belongs to. But any vet can do that. We are in the process of talking with some local veterinarians about doing some microchip clinics in the near future.
Right, yes.
So
yes.
we're hoping to get those on the books soon, so we can actually provide microchips for pets in the community that don't already have one.
Now, any idea the price range of having a pet microchipped is?
It really varies. It depends on the veterinarian.
Right.
There are, or if you find a clinic, some you can find clinics for microchips where they're either no cost or $10 or $20. Some microchips may cost closer to 40 or 50. It just depends on where you get them. And each microchip company also has additional packages that you can purchase with additional resources, such as poison prevention hotline calls and lost pet announcements and things like that. You don't need that. All the microchips are all lifetime registered to the owner, but those are extra perks that you can purchase as well.
Well, most pet owners realize a pet is an extension and a member of your family.
Yes.
And you certainly want to do everything you can to keep them safe. And in some of the, strangest cases, bad weather, that could cause a pet to stray. Now, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that it's probably more dogs than cats get microchip, but you can microchip a dog or cat or maybe other animals as well. Is that right?
That's correct, yes. We do typically see more dogs that are microchipped, but we have had quite a few cats that have been microchipped as well. But yes, you can microchip anything from a small animal like a guinea pig up to a horse, or there are places that microchip elephants and things like that. So pretty much anything.
Well, now, I know you said it with directions at the micro scanner station, but where do they typically put the microchip in? Is it on the left shoulder, right hip, or is it pretty much like a standard?
Typically, the standard implantation location is between the shoulder blades, where you have kind of the extra skin.
Right.
But something to remember, and why the stations will tell you to scan the entire body, is those chips, since they do go under the skin, they can migrate around. So they can move throughout the body. It does not harm the pet at all if it does this.
Okay.
But sometimes you'll find them exactly where they were implanted. Other times you can find them like under the front leg or back towards the tail, or on the side. So definitely make sure you're scanning the entire pet if you do use one of the scanners.
Well, now, kind of a crazy question, so to speak. Let's suppose that pet has a chip in it. And let's suppose that pet belonged to a family member that passes on, and another family member gets the pet. Can you transfer ownership of the microchip, or how does that work?
Yes, you can. Typically, the microchip companies recommend or like to have the original owner be the one to call or contact them to change ownership. If it's in a situation such as you described where the previous owner has passed away, typically the new family, the new owners, can contact them and let them know they've taken possession. A lot of times they will ask for some type of documentation just showing that that's how they received ownership. But yes, the ownership can be transferred.
And, family situations change, and a lot of times, the pet has to change addresses, so to speak. A quick question for you. Tell us a little bit about Cinnamon.
So Cinnamon here is a sweet little girl. She is around 8 months old. We're not exactly sure what breed she is, but she is a smaller breed. We're thinking a possible Feist or Terrier type mix. But she's super sweet. She's fairly calm for a puppy. She does have her spurts of energy, of course, but she does love to play. But the biggest thing she wants is love and attention from somebody.
As we all do. So now, but she is up for adoption.
She is.
Now, what is the criteria that has to be met when adopting an animal from Animal Services of Person County?
Yeah, so all of our adoptions are first come, first serve. They are $50 for the adoption fee. That includes their age-appropriate vaccinations, deworming, flea and tick, and microchipping.
For $50?
For $50, yep.
That's a bargain at twice the price.
The adopters are responsible for having them spayed or neutered within 60 days if they're not already spayed or neutered before they adopt. That's the main caveat with that. But as far as being able to adopt, you just need to be over the age of 18, present a driver's license or government ID, and as long as you have not had any citations or with animal services or have not surrendered a pet to us within the last year, you are eligible to adopt.
She's a beautiful puppy.
She is.
She really is. Now, what would make her even more beautiful, with a beautiful red bow tied around her neck with a little note on it that says, Happy Valentine's, darling.
Yep.
Now, do you have many pets that are up for adoption at the animal shelter currently?
We do. We have, I believe, 6 currently available, but our shelter is full with strays that have come in recently. So more of them will be moving up to adoption soon. We do have some going to rescue, but we will have more available. So
now, if someone wants to keep up with Person County Animal Services, what's the easiest way for someone to do that?
Best way is to take a look at our Facebook page and follow that. It's just Person County Animal Services. Pretty simple. You can follow that Facebook page, and all of our information is on there. We post all of our strays that come in. We post all of our pets available for adoption. You can message us with any questions at any time. And we also have our website as well, which is personcountync.gov/animal services.
Well, now, Miss Kim Strickland is the one that made this happen today, and Kim, appreciate it. And it's fun. When I told Kilby that something was said about it, you know, all of us here at the station are dog owners and dog lovers. So, Kim, you are a dog owner, and, you know, for you to be a pet lover, it doesn't have to be a pure breed or anything. Just a loving pet, that's all that matters. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh, absolutely. Mine was rescued, so I am a foster dog mom, and she technically is considered a foster fail. She was my 7th foster, but we kept her, and she is a mix of a whole lot of dog, but she's great. She's a whole lot of love. So Person County works well for her because she has an acre to play and run.
Well, and you know, pets are like people. They all have different personalities.
Yes.
We have a Jack Russell Terrier at home, and we've had a Jack Russell Terrier years ago. Same breed. The difference from the one we used to have to the one that we have now, night and day. But you know, pets know their owners in a sense better than we know ourselves.
Oh, absolutely. On the days that work's tough or I don't quite feel well, she's going to be the Velcro.
And they accept us any way that we are. All we have to give them is something to eat, some water to drink, and a little bit of affection, and you've got them, you know.
And a blanket. Mine loves a blanket.
Really?
She expects a blanket on the bed because the blanket is hers. So the blanket must be at the foot of the bed before she'll get on the bed.
But so again, the microchip scanning station is at Roxborough Police Department in beautiful uptown Roxborough. And they are looking for other locations throughout the county. They would like to have 2 more locations, and they are also asking for donations to help fund the microchip scanning stations. Kim, if someone wants to donate money to the cause, what's the best way to do that?
They need to contact Tabitha at Animal Services. That's the best way.
Okay.
But I will also say, because of location, the best part about this uptown scanner is it's a beautiful partnership between the city, Roxborough PD, the county, Animal Services, and the volunteers that made it happen. So there might be a business down here on the southern part of the county that would like to offer a location, and then we can use the donations that have been received to place it there. So a partnership with the business is just as important as the funds to purchase equipment.
And you know what? The partnership, and it just kind of makes things become full circle, so to speak. And, you know, if you help someone get a dog or cat or animal, whatever it may be, back to their own. Look at that. I knew she would make her presence known. That's Miss Cinnamon in the background. But if you can help get that pet back to their home, you're helping that pet and you're helping that owner. And, you know, because as I said a while ago, pets are our family members.
Absolutely. And you don't want them to go out, like you mentioned, bad weather, they get away from home. They just want to get home too. Their owners want them. Those pets just want to get home. Now, you don't have to wait and go to a veterinarian or go to some place that's open. At any point in time, you can go by Roxborough PD. The scanner is right there in the parking lot. It's open 24/7. You can scan the pet, and hopefully it will produce some information, and that pet can go home.
Kim, appreciate you getting this worked out. Great idea. I've enjoyed it. And Kilby is without a pet right now, so I don't know.
Kilby needs Cinnamon.
Absolutely. And Kilby, you know, sometimes they have the days where you bring your dog to work. I wouldn't care if you adopted Cinnamon and brought her every day. She's just loving as could be.
We can make that happen. Tabitha does not have to take Cinnamon back to the shelter today.
Kilby, you think Peely would agree?
I'm going to send this video tomorrow.
He's going. By the way, Kilby is videoing the interview, and he'll have pictures of Cinnamon. He'll upload them to the radio station's Facebook page and our website, www.radioroxborough.com. Kim, any parting remarks this morning?
I think it's just wonderful anytime the community works together, radio station, county government, city government. We're all working together for the benefit of the animals and the people in this community. So let's just keep that community growth strong.
We're all in this boat together.
We need to be, and we need to be as unconditional with our love and support as Cinnamon.
Miss Tabitha Briggs, do you have any parting remarks this morning?
I'm just going to say thank you to everybody who made our microchip scanning station possible, and encourage everybody to go by, take a look at it, get familiar with it, and also feel free to stop by the shelter. We've got plenty of amazing animals that need loving homes. So even if you can't adopt, you may know someone who may be able to, and we can help make a difference in these animals' lives.
Cinnamon, how about you? Do you have any any last barks, anything like that for us? She's a beautiful dog. A little quick tale. My neighbors, they have a Pomeranian, and they ended up getting the dog from a family member that they had to, for some reason, get rid of the dog. Well, I'm going to tell you what, that little Pomeranian dog has added so much life to my neighbors. You know, you'll be surprised what you're missing out not being a pet owner. But being a pet owner comes with a lot of responsibility, because that pet depends on you for pretty much everything.
Absolutely.
Do yourself a favor, look after your pet. And I don't know if they still close the Prices Right out by saying, remember to get your animals neutered and spayed. But anyway, what's the best way to contact you again, Tabitha?
You can contact us through Facebook at Person County Animal Services, or by phone at 336-597-1741.
And be sure to inquire about Miss Cinnamon. She won't last long, but she's a beautiful little puppy. And now I know you don't know, but what would you say her when she is a full-grown dog, what would her weight be, would you say?
I do not anticipate her being more than 25 pounds.
Okay.
Like I said, she's 8 months old already, and she's right about 17 pounds, so she should not get a whole lot bigger than this.
Well, she seems to be very well-mannered, and in a puppy 8 weeks old, that's kind of few and far between in a sense. So, Tabitha, thank you. Kim, thank you. Appreciate y'all coming out and spending some time with us here this morning. And let's do this again. Just anytime we can help out pet owners, you know, I think we are meant to help each other out in any way, shape, form, or fashion that we can. Kilby, how about you? What's your sentiments right now?
I could do this every day.
Well, it seems like she is just, Cinnamon is just sit back, relaxed, and enjoyed. But she might be thinking it may be time for a nap. Who knows? But anyway, again, thank y'all a lot for coming out. And maybe Kilby will have the video uploaded to our WKRX Facebook page and our website later today. But check it out. Do yourself a favor and someone else a favor, and go ahead and get a pet to love of your own.